Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Demon Slayer episode Swordsmith Village arc episode number 9 reaction. So the previous episode it was the backstory of Muichiro and we get to know how he became a Demon Slayer, what happened to his family, his past, all the stuff he had forgotten. We got to know about that. He remembered it and how he was able to get out and fight Gyakko that we got to see. So in his backstory, we get to know that he had a twin brother whose name was Yuichiro, and we get to see how his father and his mother both died, how these two were the only ones left, and how Yuichiro was very scared of the fact that his brother might also become the same, lose his life as his mother and his father. And he was always very angry because he repeatedly told his father and mother not to do so much, go above and beyond, because according to him, people who are gifted, who are the chosen one, they are only privileged enough to help other people. If normal people tries to do the same, they'll just lose their life. And that was his way of looking at the world after, especially after his parents' death, and seeing when Amane, the master's wife, came to recruit these two as demon slayers. He rejected the whole idea and didn't like that fact, which Muichiro wasn't happy about, because Muichiro was more like, I want to help everyone. So then a demon attacked as always, it just he lost his life by the end of it. And I'm guessing after that Muichiro lost his memories, after lashing out and killing that demon. He lost his memories and he then became a demon slayer. And now he has finally gotten that memory back. And yeah, and after he used his mist breathing technique and started fighting Yakko, his tattoo, or not tattoo but that mark, that birthmark, it came out. And yeah, we're probably going to see in this episode his extent of the extent of his power. So let's see this episode number 9. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here, sync it to whichever is a preference, and let's get started. So here's the countdown: 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, he's still. Okay, here we go. Hmm. One thing, why, why is, why have we still not seen, uh, what's her name? I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot her name. Mitsuri, yeah. Why have we still not seen Mitsuri in action? What's going on? I thought this season we're going to see more of her. Like, we did see a little bit of her and a little bit of her extent of her powers. But this is episode 9. We still haven't seen her fight properly. Maybe the final episode, I think someone mentioned in the comments that this season will have 11 episodes, with the 11th episode being 1 hour. So then, when are we going to see Missouri? Maybe the final 2 episodes. Like in the opening and everything, we see her fighting. That we still haven't seen her, because I'm really curious how what her power is. She called it love breathing technique or something like that, which is interesting. I'm really curious what it is, because fire breathing, mist breathing, I can kind of imagine what it is, because just like its name sounds, it is something to do with fire and mist. What about love? What type of technique is that? I'm very curious. Okay. Oh, there you go. No, this is Muichiro. Okay, I was thinking that we're going to see Mitsuri. Damn. Wow. Mm. Yeah, that's why you think that. Okay, great. Wow. Wow. You're too uncultured to understand. Yeah. Well, you have freaking mouth for eyes. Oh my god. Yeah, that is true. Again, that is true. Oh wow. Well, you are getting provoked. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we go. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Great. You just got provoked. Great job. You were just commenting on the. Hey, that's nice. This lunar dispersing mist. That's crazy. Well, it doesn't. Spray poison. Oh. Ah. I feel like his mist is protecting him or something. Scattering mist. There you go. Oh. Well, he's using mist. Yeah, that's why I feel like the poison won't be able to reach him. Oh, he just deflated. Oh, that's what she did. He did. He's like a snake. Oh yeah, he's like a snake. Yep, he is a snake. Third person. Yo! He's too salty. Okay, what a. Yeah, weird mixture between a mermaid, a snake, and a. I don't know what. Oh god. Wow. Yo, that face. Well. Oh, move! Okay. Alright, his speed and his strength has increased. What the? Um. Okay. I love how they're going back and forth. What a weird power. Why? Um. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Oh, so Amane came and saved him. Uh, Wait, one thing. Are those two her kids? Those two little girls we always see? These two. This one, the other one. And then he started practicing, yeah. He needs to, like, bring that, yeah. His rage, he needs to bring it out. Oh, is this when he started developing his mist breathing? You saw the mist that's coming out of his body? Hmm. Fish scales. Hmm. Yeah. All right. No, I don't think so. Seventh form. Ooh. Oh boy, you are in his. You're in. Yeah. You're trapped in his hole. Wow. He's mist. He's the mist himself. Yeah. Damn. Ooh, yeah. Good question. Why did you think that? Oh, that was smooth. That was a clean cut. Did he get him? Okay, wait. So, is that it? Oh, he didn't even realize. Oh boy, you are great. You didn't even understand that your head is down. Yeah, that's it. He's sweating. Okay, so the question is this it? Or does he have some other things in his sleeves? Shut up. Oh my god! No, no, cut him! Oh god. Yeah, you think so? Great. Hunting was so much better than this thing. Hunting was a lot better than this. Shut up. Yeah, go away. Just oh yo. Okay, well there you go. That's it. Okay, wait, so is that it? Well, I guess like he is a Hashira, so he's that strong. That's why it looks so easy, I feel like this battle looks so easy because he's a Hashira. Unlike Tanjiro and Nezuko them fighting Hantengu, where there's no Hashira fighting alongside them. Even though they are strong themselves, this is the difference between a Hashira and a normal demon slayer. Hmm. And he has been able to do that. His eyes are so less cloudy. It was so cloudy before. Hmm. Yes, we were able to win. Yeah, he's fine. What was his face? And he's probably tired because he used that technique. Oh boy. Yeah, what happened to him? Is Kosetsu okay? Damn. No, he's probably tired or something. You don't no no use talking to him. What's happening? Yo, are you okay? Didn't he get slashed in his stomach or something? How what? Are you okay? Okay. Yeah, I was just saying that. Oh. Oh, his hand get okay. Ah, I see. Nice. Oh, Rengoku. Why is he thinking about Rengoku? Oh, because it's his, sword card. That's why. Okay. Mm. And his brother. Mm. Okay. Oh yeah, this thing. Good God. Like, I feel like this is such a bad pairing. Like, Hunting was so strong. I feel like Tokito would have been a better, match against. Damn. Oh god. Yeah, it's not working. Okay. Oh, yeah, because here and the it's connected to balance. Joe. Okay, what's going on? All right. Oh boy. Like this is a difference in power between number 4 and number 5. Like Hanteng was number 4, isn't he? Or was he's number 4? Yeah, Gyokko was number 5, wasn't he? Oh wow. Okay. Nah, this is cheating. What the hell? Okay, defeated from the inside. He just swallowed you. So, oh my god, the stomach muscles are. Come on, Hinokami cover. I feel like from the inside will work, but he cannot use it because of the pressure. What the hell? Oh, there you go. Nice. I was wondering when is she going to come. Ooh. Yes. Nice. Oh wow, she just cut it in half. Yeah, thank you. This is episode 8. Finally, you're here. Oh no, this is episode 9. Sorry. Oh, no, wait. 8? Yes, thank you. He cannot hear. Alright, I'm so curious as to see what her power actually is. Okay. Whoa. Well, she's also a Hashira, so I'm sure she can. Whoa! Okay! Nice! Damn! Wow. Oh no, they're going to end it here. Oh my god, they're going to end it here. Yeah. Okay, but next episode we'll see more of her power. I'm so curious what her power is like because usually all the Hashiras they're either like oh fire breathing, mist breathing, water breathing, and she's like love breathing, and I'm like what the hell is that? Oh boy. Uh, Okay. What the? We haven't seen them for a long time. These two. You don't have it in this season. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't think so. Similar to. Okay, is that it? Yep. All right, there you go. That was episode number 9. So yeah, finally Mitsuri is here, and yes, we're going to see what her power is in the next episode. But before that, in this episode, let's talk about it. We get to see how Muichiro was able to defeat Yako, and you know what? I was for a moment for the in the end, I was like, is this really it? Like, like we saw how like, like how much Tanjiro and his, like, like friends struggled against Hantengu, and similarly we have Yako here, and I'm like, is this really it, or is he going to like regenerate again somehow? This is really it. In the end I was like, okay, thank god, this is really it. There's no second health bar. This is the final health bar he had. And yeah, because like the difference in power, it's so crazy to see how, like, the Hashira's strength are so, like, so much more powerful. Like, it's not that Gyaku is weaker. Like, oh yeah, I guess Gyaku is probably a little weaker than Hantengu, because I think Hantengu's number 4, isn't he? Like, I'm kind of, or am I mixing it up? Hantengu's number 4 and Gyaku's number 5, I think. So if that's the case, then yeah, I guess he is maybe a little bit weaker than Hantengu. Still, like the way quickly, the speed at which he got defeated, for a moment I was like, is this really happening? Is he really defeated? But this shows that it's not that Hantengu is like a lot stronger than Gyaku, or Gyaku is very weaker than Hantengu. The power level are probably very similar. However, the difference here is that we have a Hashira with us fighting Gyaku, unlike Hantengu where there's no Hashira, at least up until the end of this episode. So, Muichiro being a Hashira, he made the fight look so easy. It's not that the demons were easy to fight, the demons were strong. It's just that the Hashiras are that strong, that is why. So, okay, now let's talk about this episode. In the beginning, we get to see. I just love one thing about this episode. Like, throughout the whole battle, Muichiro was fighting. He and Gyako was going back and forth, insulting each other, roasting each other, just just like, like a verbal battle alongside, like a physical battle was going on. And like, I'm happy to say that Gyako lost in both. Neither the verbal battle was he able to win, nor the physical battle. So yeah, he's a loser in both fronts. That is great. So oh god. Oh boy, I love the whole back and forth of, like, like roasting that they were doing each other. Alright, so in the beginning, okay, we get to see, at first, I love how I love how the first thing Gyako does is bring up the age. He's like, oh, you've only been alive for 10 years or more, but look at me, I'm so, like, like older than you. I'm so much more experienced. And I'm like, yeah, this is what you came up with, your age. Okay, good job. And yeah, so and then Muichiro's like, oh, you look disgusting, you talk disgusting, you are disgusting. So there you go. Like, and Gyako's like, look at this beauty, this grace. You won't understand this. Like a like a latrine bug like you will never understand this. And he's like, oh, you yourself smell like the latrine. So yeah, I don't think you're you're the proper person to call me a latrine bug. And just crazy, like they're like going back and forth, back and forth. It's so funny. Like Muichiro says, but you're the one who looks like a living in living in the latrine. Oh, and then he's also like, Gyako's like, the short blade, like your limbs cannot reach my neck. And Muichiro's like, what the hell are you on about? Your limbs are short, my limbs aren't short. And he's then like, oh, wait a minute. Were you probably talking about yourself? I think that's what you were trying to do. I'm sorry I interrupted you. You're probably like talking about yourself. And he gets even more pissed off. He's like, how dare you? You cannot understand this art. Look at me, my art, me and my art. I'm a masterpiece. And just, like it's and then this is where Muichiro goes a bit too far, because like how Gyakko is just so obsessed with his art. He got a step, like I kind of went a little bit far, and he was like, oh, but your art, your face, the one that you're so proud of, isn't it a bit distorted? I'm a little bit curious. You're praising your face so much. Your face looks a little bit distorted. It's not symmetrical as far as I can see. Like, what's going on? And yes, Gyakko is pissed. And a few moments ago, he was like, I'm not going to get provoked by your, provocations. I'm not like that. I'm way smarter than that. And here he just lost his whole mind, and he's like, yeah, you're calling my vase distorted? That's because your eyeballs are busted. It's not my vase. And he gets pissed off and provoked, and he uses his 10,000 gliding slime fish or whatever. And yeah, Muichiro just uses his mist breathing and just envelops the whole place in mist and just immediately cuts off all the fishes. And he was talking about his, his fishes spewing out poison. So he's like, oh, the poison's going to get you. But then he realizes it's not working because his mist is just slashed everything away. So the poison wasn't able to reach it. Yeah, and he uses mist breathing third form scattering mist splash. Yeah, and he attacks him, almost gets him, but he just sheds his skin and transforms into another vase. So now he shows his true form. His true form is like a snake. You can see that it's like a snake and like a weird distorted snake kind of thing he is. So I just love this part. He's like, you're the third person I've shown this form to. And Muichiro's like, oh, that's quite a lot of people, isn't it? And he's like, shut up, how dare you? Oh god. Usually it is like, oh, you're the first person or you're the second person. But he's like, you're the third person I've shown this to. And Muichiro had to do it, he had to retort. And he's like, that's quite a lot of people. Whoa, what's so special about it? 3 people you've already shown it to. And he gets even more pissed off. I feel like he was just roasting him so that he could provoke him and make him lose his mind. That's all that Muichiro was doing. It's crazy. And again, he's talking about his beautiful form. This is a problem with Gyakko. He's too prideful of his, by too prideful, I mean he's too prideful. He's too much just, oh, look at me, look at how beautiful I am. So as soon as someone challenges that and shows them that, oh, maybe you're not that special, as soon as he realizes that, his ego gets hurt. And he's like, oh, how dare you, I'm going to kill you. Just goes his whole, he goes crazy and he just loses his mind. And that's one of the biggest weakness that he has. Him completely losing his composure and losing his mind. And Muichiro was just using this as a way to just get under his skin. And and this part was also funny. He's like, why are you not talking? Speak to me. And Muichiro's just making a weird face at him, and then he's like, you just told me to shut up. That's why I'm not talking. Oh my god, that's just crazy. And then we get to see he did actually get strong, kind of his attack and everything is a bit faster. And he's like, look at my power. I punch something and it becomes fish. And it becomes fish. And I'm like, what type of power is that? What a crazy thing. You see Han Tengu, how crazy his power is. He can split, he can fuse, he can become this crazy, lightning god kind being with 5 dragons. While Gyakko, oh, I'm I'm a serpent and I punch whatever that becomes fish. That is his power. Great. I feel like Gyako is a lot weaker than Hantengu, isn't he? Like that's what I feel for it. Or maybe because, like I said, maybe because we have a Hashira with us. That's why it looks so easy. But still, like like pure power, like comparison, I feel like Gyako's a lot weaker because Gyako's power is just so, I don't know, like it's just, first of all it's weird, like what type of power is that? Like you punch something and it becomes fish? Like, okay, I'm going to see that part again. Okay, he explains what it is. Just a minute. Okay, he says like, oh, you ran up to the tree, weren't you just speaking crap about me? And Mutual like, oh, you just smelled bad, that's why I ran up to the tree. And then he says here, what do you think about my godlike hands? Anything my fishes touch will turn into adorable fish. Like, what type of power is this? Like, I guess it's a strong power if you think about it. If he's able to touch anything, it becomes fish. So I guess if he touches Muichiro's hand, his hand will become fish. In that way, if you think about it, it is kind of powerful. But still, it's a very silly power, isn't it? Like, if touching something makes it fish? Okay. And then he's like, oh, not to mention my speed, my flexibility, my toughness, and all that. He's just talking again, like, like good, like, so boasting about his whole power. And you can see that Mucho just stopped talking. And here Mucho just smiles and he's like, no matter how strong your attacks are, it's pointless if they don't hit. There you go, that's what I was saying. Like, it's pointless if it doesn't hit. And like turning stuff into fish, like I said, yeah, it is kind of powerful if you think about it. Like, yeah, if you touch your hand, the hand will turn into fish. But it's kind of silly, isn't it? Like turning into fish? I don't know. But either way, yeah, like I feel like this whole episode is like either Gyako was very weak or like Muichiro was so strong that he made him look so weak. Either of that. And I feel like it's probably the latter one. That since Muichiro was a Hashira, he made him look so weak in front of us. Like this battle seemed so easy in my eyes. It's probably because Muichiro is that strong, Anyways, and after that we see him, in his head he's thinking about his past again. He remembers how his brother was there dead, almost dying. Maggots were crawling in his skin. Even his hands were like filled with maggots, and he was like almost losing consciousness. But then I like Amane, I think that's her name. Yeah, Amane comes in, and Amane like with those two kids. Now here's the thing. I don't know. Like, are these like her kids or something? Her and the master's kids, or are they like, because they look so similar to Amane? So it's either her kids or her sister. Either of that. They're definitely related to her. These two little kids, those two little girls. So, anyways, she's like, oh, like you look after them. Like, how's the older brother? And she's like, oh, the older brother is probably going to lose his life. He's still conscious, but he's dying. And Amana's like, we cannot let the younger brother to die as well. So like, yeah, and like patch him up, like, and take care of him. And yeah, and later on she sees Muichiro like striking a tree, training, even though he lost his memories, but the rage and the like the sadness, the experience is still there in him, like subconsciously. So he's like continuously training, getting stronger. And yeah, and he says, that's what he's saying here. He's like, I've trained so hard, so like in no way am I getting defeated, like, so in front of me you're nothing. Okay, so the battle again begins, like like this Gyako, like with his like like weird, like like way of moving, the serpent like way of moving. He's just like slithering away and just attacking him left and right. But Muichiro is just like dodging them or parrying them. And then he's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to show you my power. And he uses his mist breathing and becomes mist himself. And here is where everything goes crazy, like Gyakko realizes that this is bad. He's attacking, he's just becoming mist. And going towards his back, he's attacking in the back, and he's again becoming mist. And I love how Muichiro says here that, what were you thinking? Like, you were thinking that you're the only one who wasn't serious before? Well, I also wasn't serious. And this is what happens when I get serious. And yeah, in the end, just clean cut, and his head just falls, and it's so clean and so quick that Gyakko doesn't realize for a moment what happened. He's like, oh, what's going on? Why is he upside down? And then little by little his brain starts working, and he's like, oh, he's not upside down. I am upside down. Or, to be precise, my head is upside down. It is detached from my body, so he is able to cut me. And this is how he realized the whole thing. This is how step by step he realized that his head is gone. Like, that's how smooth and clean he was cut. Like, he probably didn't even feel the pain. It was so smoothly cut. Like, it took a little moment to understand that his head is gone. That type of thing. And then he's like, huh? I got severed. And he's like, how can this happen? The wonderful me lost to this child? And I'm like, yes, that is exactly what happened. And Michio's like, yeah, please, you know what? I pray that you'll never be reborn again. And then in the end, he like tries to kind of, I don't know what he was trying to do, probably trying to regenerate or something. And he's like, oh, I cannot lose to this mere human. How dare you? And you can see from his throat, the cut throat, like small little hands were coming out. He was trying to regenerate, I'm guessing. And he's like, oh, you miserable life form, who are you? You're just a pathetic little being that gets weaker and older as days go by. And he's like, it was all thanks to my hands, my godlike hands, that your ridiculous and worthless lives are turned into magnificent arts. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Good job. Just look at this. This demon, just how low he can go. Even in a situation like this, he's still spewing nonsense about his art and his, his magnificent, whatever. Just, yeah. And he just cuts him off, and his Mucho's like, goodbye, never come back again. Enough is enough. Alright, next we get to see a little flashback again when the master told Muichiro that when you remember everything, you will be able to get even stronger. And now he remembers everything, and he's like, yes, finally I was able to get my power. And, he's realizing that everything is over. And I'm guessing he's kind of when after realization that everything is over, his power kind of subsided, and he probably just lowered his guard, and that is why all the exhaustion probably hit him all this at the same time or something. Because Kanamori comes in and he's like, are you okay? And he's like, I'm fine, it's okay, I need to go to Tanjiro and his sister. But he's like shaking, and then he falls down face on the ground and starts frothing from his mouth. And Kanamori's like, are you okay? What's happening? And he's like, Haganezuka, whoa, help me. And Haganezuka's just doing his sword, and he's like, you little, you didn't even try to help me when I was almost dying. And then Kotetsu comes in, and Kanamori's like, wait, you're alive? Weren't you supposed to be dead? Are you his ghost or something? But he's like, no, the part that got cut was my hand, and my stomach is uninjured because look at this. And he shows the guard that Tanjiro gave him, Rengoku's guard. He wanted that to be stuck to his sword, and he's like, this saved me. And Muichiro looks at it, and Muichiro realizes it's Rengoku's guard, sword guard. And he remembers the little interaction he had with Rengoku, where Rengoku was like, oh, let's do our best together as Hashiras, And then he looks at his father, his mother, and his brother in front of him, all of them praising him. In the end, his brother also praises him, and he's like, good job, Muichiro, you did it, finally. You did well. And he, Muichiro's crying. Alright, that was that. Now we're back to Tanjiro again. Tanjiro is struggling. Not only Tanjiro, Genya and Nezuko are also struggling with these dragon things, And like I said, just look at this fight and look at that fight. Like Muichiro made it look so easy, Gyaku's fight. While here, my god, this is crazy. That's like even 3 people are not able to do anything against this crazy demon. And like this dragon thing is like the most troublesome one. It gets Tanjiro, and Nezuko tries to help Tanjiro, but Nezuko also gets interrupted. Genya tries to attack, but Genya also gets interrupted. Like it has freaking 5 heads, so yeah, obviously like it's overpowering us. And this part was kind of crazy. I didn't realize what happened here. Like, wait a minute, he banged like the drums, and Tanjiro tries to run. Okay, this part, I need to see what happened here. Okay, Tanjiro's running, the dragon comes towards Tanjiro, tries to bite him. Tanjiro says, even if I know when the attack is coming, I'm no longer about to counter. Okay, where's that part where his leg gets chomped almost? No, where is it? Just a minute. There was a section where his legs get almost chomped. No, I cannot find it. Okay, I found that part. Oh, I see what happened. So like the footprint or something fell on the ground, and Tanjiro's leg got involved in that. That's why his leg kind of just broke at that point. Not his leg but his feet. It kind of got twisted. And Tanjiro falls down on the ground, but still recovers. Yeah, so okay, so what's happening here? I don't understand. Like this thing, this mark on the ground. Is he like stomping the ground or something? Or is it the pressure? Anyways, I don't know what's happening here, but the ground is like getting stomped, and the individual power of the Han things are also being shown here. The lightning power is here. We should see that lightning power attacking Tanjiro, and Tanjiro's like, okay, you know what? I will take a little bit of distance and keep a little bit of distance from it, and that's how hopefully I'll be able to manage this battle like that. And he's like, good, I'll be okay here. As soon as he says that, yeah, the dragon opens its mouth, another little dragon comes out of it, another little dragon, and the final dragon comes, grabs Tanjiro's hand. And Tanjiro's surprised. Tanjiro's like, what? This wasn't supposed to happen. Because that's why he took the distance. So he didn't realize that this is something like he could do. And yeah, so this is where everything kind of goes wrong. Tanjiro gets almost swallowed, and I was thinking maybe Tanjiro can use his power from the inside and destroy it from the inside. However, what happened here was that the abdominal muscles of these dragon were contracting, kind of almost squashing Tanjiro. So if Mitsuri did not come here at this moment, Tanjiro probably would have lost his life. This would have been the end of it. However, Mitsuri comes in and just uses her sword to just sword, or it's more of a whip than a sword, and like a bladed whip. She just does this and that, cuts off the whole dragon, and grabs Tanjiro and rushes off. And she's like, are you okay? Sorry I'm late. And I'm like, yeah, this is the 9th episode, you're very late. There's 2 more episodes left after this, 2 or 3. So okay, so but yeah, she's finally here, and I should have realized that Mitsuru would probably come and help us, because yeah, we need a Hashira in this situation. And yeah, Mitsuru is here finally. Hopefully this will work. And Tanjiro was kind of and this part was kind of what can I say? Where's that part? Yeah, this part where Mitsuru comes and helps Tanjiro, you see how Nezuko's face changes? Nezuko was like showed such a face of relief, because in this type of a situation, obviously Nezuko seeing his brother getting eaten, in front of her, and she cannot do anything in this situation, like probably feeling extremely helpless. So seeing suddenly Mitsuri come in and help them out in that situation, Nezuko was just so relieved in this part. Like you see how her expression changed from like a very serious expression to like like an expression of relief. Like that's what and happened. And I feel like Nezuko and like the little amount of interaction they had, Nezuko's gotten very friendly with Mitsuri, and Mitsuri is like, what can I say, kind of like a elder sister, and or like maybe like a mother to her, if you think about it. Like like Nezuko, how Nezuko almost like like it just clings to her and all the time. Kind of, it like it feels like she's more of a mother to her, to Nezuko, than an elder sister. So you see that relief in Nezuko's face when she sees that Nezuko saved Tanjiro. She was like, oh, like thank God. And yeah, so like again, it's crazy to see how Mitsuru was able to just slash up the dragon so easily with her blade. This dragon, which we weren't able to do anything against, just, yeah, that's a Hashira. That's just power difference. But anyways, Mitsuru is like, it's okay, Tanjiro, like, I'm here. You take a rest. I'll take care of this. I'm gonna save Genya and Nezuko as well. So you just sit tight here. I'll be back. And Tanjiro's like, but this is an upper rank, But like Mitsuru is also a Hashira, so I'm sure she'll be fine. And she shows her, combat techniques. Grabs one of the dragons with her whip, like just jumps and kind of drags the dragon with her, and it's just like that was crazy what she did. And then this part was so beautifully done. I feel like the way she uses her sword is just like a like she's just doing this and just jumping on top of it, and then going through the whip, and like all throughout, like her like just a like a thing that she's doing. I don't know what that is, but she's just just using her sword like this and this, jumping through it, jumping above it, jumping below it, and then just all throughout she's using her sword. That's crazy. And yeah, that is where the battle began, and the episode ended. So next episode we'll see more of her and her power. And like I said, I am very curious to see what her power is. And I remember in the previous episode where we saw a little bit of her power, she said something like love breathing, something, and I forgot the name of the technique. But there's something that she said in the end which made me very curious. She said that you will not make my heart flutter, or something like that, she said. And then the demon got like killed or something. So I'm guessing, like, is it something like that, where like people who she, like, I don't know, like it's maybe something related to that, her power. So because like I said, like if you talk about fire breathing, water breathing, mist breathing, poison breathing, thunder breathing, all these things, you can kind of imagine what the power is. Like like, oh, like water breathing, oh, it must be something to do with water, like maybe water splash, water thing. Mist breathing, we saw what happened, oh, something like that, where you turn into mist and then fight, or something like that. Love breathing, what is that? Like, I am trying to think, but nothing is coming in my head. I genuinely don't understand what this love breathing is and how it is going to work. So that is why I'm so curious to see what her power is. Next episode will probably give me all my answers. So let's wait for the next episode next week. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. This was my reaction to episode number 9 of Demon Slayer Swordsmith Village arc. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Demon Slayer. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.